think it's this. Smirnoff.
Man, I am fucking up my up B timings. Y'all know what I mean by up B timing? Like, okay, you get out a hit stun off stage, right? And you can hit up B. You can kind of buffer it, but I find that if you could also be super precise about it. That's nice. That's nice.
I'm probably gonna turn off notifications for subs because I'm gonna teach this guy a little bit.
Yeah, you could be super precise about your up B timing, like you do it right after hit stun wears off, and I feel like I've done that my whole career, and my survivability is way better because of it. But since recently, I've just been up being way too early. And that blows. That's none.
Whoever wins this, Hugo ruined it. I would have done it if Hugo didn't say shit. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Vest, thank you.
That was sick.
Appreciate it.
Before Walso starts, Slippy options. Alright, None, I got you. Oh, damn. Wait, what does that do? That sounds sick. Internal resolution 2x. Damn, none. You already got this. Your money's worth already, dude.
Very nice.
Ooh, it looks a little bit better.
I couldn't see what happened.
In my mind? Wait, y'all can't see it. Now put it 4x. Oh my goodness, it does look better. That's filthy. What are we doing? I'm ready. Are you ready?
Rame? Stibone.
Sorry to whoever I was playing.
That was sick.
You ever just and think about the universe?
Stibone, thanks for the 5 months. I might turn off notifications just because, you know, it'll bug the immersion, I guess. But we'll see. Is music too low? I mean, it has to kind of be low. Yo.
What's good, my man?
What's up? How's it going?
Not too much. It's going really well. I'm excited to be talking with you.
I'm intrigued to see how much you care about this.
Yeah. Test me.
All right, I will.
How do you feel about this setup? Should we, do you want any video? You want me to be streaming my view to you? Isn't that the right way to do this?
I mean, I'm live too, so you'd like, you know, I don't know.
So if I send you this, then you can stream that, right?
No, I mean, I'm streaming as well, so everyone would see it at the same time, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but don't you want your viewers to see my gameplay, right? So they know what you're telling me I need to think about.
Yeah, but they can...
Or am I going to play you all the time? We just gonna direct connect?
Oh, I see what you mean. So you want me to just watch your gameplay? Is that what you want? Okay.
I want to do whatever you want to do. If you just want to play me versus you, then that's probably a good idea.
Okay, let's.
But if you want me to watch you, or if you want to watch me, then we could do it this way too.
No, we can try this. So this way I can kind of come in blind and I can see stuff on the spot. Let's do a quick best of 5 set, and then I'll let you play like another best of 5 set with someone else, and then I'll point out things that I notice, and then we can go from there. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect, n0ne.
All right. Let me open this.
That sounds perfect. Thank you for the tip on 2x, by the way.
It's just it makes it so much nicer. It makes it like nice to play melee. You know what I mean?
I know, dude. I didn't even know about it.
What's your code?
Scar number 434.
Mine's I don't even remember. Let me check. Scar number 434.
That's right.
All right, I'm
just doing a little sound test. Does n0ne sound better now? I lowered him a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. Log number 989.
Log?
Yeah.
I know what to do. I bet in Discord he's at 200%.
All right, I'll change color. Winner or loser? I'll do, I don't know, red. Winner or loser, just go anywhere but a big stage so I can see stuff, you know? Alright, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's do Battlefield first stage.
Walmart man.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep a low profile.
You gonna talk to me or are we gonna be quiet?
Just give me the first game, just quiet, and then after that, when I have a feel, we can talk more. But in the meantime, if you notice something that's just bugging you or something, or that you notice, feel free to say it. Also, you did play Street Fighter 4 a lot, right? So the way I explain things...
I played it a bit, yeah. Ooh, that up here is nuts.
You'll be able to understand some stuff the way I say it, probably.
Hype.
Alright, you got me.
Very, very nice.
Oh, you heard that guy?
Oh, I heard that guy. No!
You had the escape and you dropped it, right?
I did forward spin.
Yeah, but you were trying to buffer roll. There, you just want to get back to neutral. Because you're disadvantaged in like every state. You have way too much percent to scramble. So you gotta reset and find a new opening. Basically, you want to convert defensive state into neutral state, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Another guy would have probably panicked, right? But the higher up you go,
yes,
people will keep more composure. Good dodge. I saw what you were going for, but like it's good that you were aware of what I was trying to do, right? Nice. That absorbed me. Yeah, there you want to wait a little bit.
Nice. Oh, wait a little bit before I like choose an option.
Yeah, because you're cornered, so you want to cut space to make. You gotta remember that this is not a digital game. When I say digital, I say like Street Fighter, right? 4
you have to get up on this specific frame.
Exactly.
Right? But
so
in Melee, it's all analog.
In Street Fighter 4, you can do get up into like dash forward or dash backwards, but it's always going to be the same distance. But when I say Melee is a very analog game, there's just so many variations to the same thing you want to do. So you want to be
in the gray area.
Yeah, so you want to be altering that gray area always. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's really a good way to put it.
That reached. Like there, you should be dead, right? Right now, we're just
Yeah,
extending.
if you would have just up thrown me.
Yeah.
And I did not DI properly.
Remain, thank you. Yeah, just go to a big stage wherever.
Thinking about stadium. Big
Wait.
enough for you?
Yeah, it's good. So you're not panicking, which is good, but you gotta remember, it doesn't matter, right? Because this is friendlies. What matters is if you panic in a tournament set. But we'll
True.
get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. That's later. The thing is, you've been in the game for a long time. You've been seeing stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, this isn't foreign to you.
Sick.
It's just a matter of basically, I know it sounds easier said than done. I already noticed that you noticed that I noticed your tech back.
I know, but I don't know if I don't know if I can change it in time. Sometimes I notice it, but
Professor n0ne.
Did you get a ching?
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? You roll. That is a good defensive option. But now, when you're playing competitive, I noticed it once, so you better use them sparingly now. You know what I mean? Because I already noticed that after stray hits, you're willing to buffer roll. This is a bit more
Love to
advanced.
hear you be technical about the game n0ne.
But it is little small things that you should take into consideration. Sometimes even, remember when we would talk about doing something bad on purpose?
Yes.
Sometimes I do something like that because I want them to catch on to my buffer rolling. So that I would like so that I can do other
Bait.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. So they'll be like, oh, this guy's buffer rolling. But no, you're aware. You just do it once or twice and then you mix up. The whole point is that what you're doing, you're aware to what you're doing. You're not buffer rolling. You're not autopiloting it, right?
Yes.
The connection's pretty good though. It's alright. So there, instead of just staying there down tilt, it's better to get into position. Down tilt is fine. Usually,
nice.
usually Falcons will look for the sweet spot double jump, right? But eventually, it's just better to get into position because if you get into position, you can just cover more things quicker. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't know what position I was looking for in that case, but yes, it does make sense.
Okay, so the moment you hold down,
I'm kind of committing to that one spot.
and you're kind of telling me that you're looking for that, right?
And now you can work around what I'm telling you I'm going to do.
Exactly. So I can just like, yeah, exactly. So I can just not fall into what you're looking for. You always want to keep what you're looking for kind of hidden, right? Because remember that at the end of the day, melee is a marathon and not a sprint, right? And in that spot, let's say you got me, but you were very obvious for what you were trying to cover. Next time, I'll be aware of that. Does that make sense? Hello?
I'm just thinking about what you're saying.
Also, I know you're the thinkative type. You don't have to think about it that hard. It's just, I'm just giving you different situations and you can, like, notice the way I personally think about things, and then you can probably incorporate that into your mind. Is that a bit too advanced?
No, I understand it. I'm wondering what am I doing that... No. It makes sense. It does make sense. It does make sense. I picked Battlefield.
Alright, let's go.
No, I get it. You're right. I'm not going to think about it too hard.
Okay, after this one, let's actually do a match on a small stage, and then I can watch you play. Alright?
Deal.
There you had no need to retreat because you had advantage state. I was the one cornered.
Okay, that's one thing that I do want to ask you about. I have no fucking idea what's an advantage state and what isn't. To be completely honest, unless I'm hitting you, I'm not really super sure.
As long as you're there, as long as you have me pressured, as long as you have my options limited, I am, the word says it, in disadvantage. And because I'm cornered, as long as I'm not on the ledge, because it's different than in Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, you're cornered, you're kind of screwed. Melee is the reverse. You can have the corner, but you have ledge. So as long as I'm not on that ledge, because Falcon can't get to the ledge that quickly compared to, like, I don't know, Fox. I'm in disadvantage state. Did that make sense?
Wasn't listening. Too busy playing.
All right, I'm talking too much. I'm just gonna play and then we'll talk.
Yeah, too slow.
I jumped into that one too.
Did you try a DI or did you try a jump?
I tried a like SDI, but I got a jump.
Fucking jump, dude. Yeah, that was too greedy. Too low percent.
Keep going. So here you have high percent. You want to look for like a strong opening in, because you can't scramble. You can't take a hit and then counter.
That's true, yeah.
So you have to play a bit safer when you're at this percent.
That's true. That's a good point.
But you can do it with normals. I call normals F-tilts. You know, Street Fighter stuff.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
a normal? The fundamental moves, like that. Right? You got me. Greedy.
That was greedy. But I thought that would... Okay, and I'm surprised that didn't grab. That was greedy. But you know why I did it? Because I wasn't committed to playing the rest of the game. I thought I was too afraid.
Yeah, you were just like ready. Whatever happens, happens.
I bet too much on that.
Mm-hmm. All right, try this last game, Yoshi's.
Versus Captain Falcon. Ready? Go!
So overall, I've always said Melee's all about the left thumb. It's all about the movement, like how you use that left thumb. Because buttons is easy. Everyone can touch buttons. Everyone can press buttons, I mean. But it's not the same. It's not the same thing to press buttons than to touch buttons. Does that make sense?
So can you say more about what's the difference between touching and pressing?
It's like a car. The accelerator is there, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
about going at full speed. It's about like choosing.
The nuance, right?
Yeah, that controlling that
lightness.
speed. I mean, I've said it a lot of times too. With Falcon, it's easy to go fast. The harder thing is to stop. That's just the way that it is. The faster something moves, the harder it is for it to stop. So that's what you want to kind of control with Falcon, because he's a fast kid. That's what you have. That's why Falcon's good, because he has speed. And that's what you have to work on. Because you've already been playing for a long time. You already know the in and outs. It's just these little small nuances, like you say. You just
Pretty
haven't.
slow. I feel like you're fucking fast comparatively. I'm pretty slow, I feel. But that's okay. That's only one part of it.
Shield poke.
Yeah.
So you see, because this is a small stage, it's the classic Falcon problem.
I'm pretty bad, yeah. I
No
don't know how to play on
space,
small
so
stages,
those little
yeah.
small nuances that we were talking about kind of mess you up.
They get bigger. They
Yeah.
get magnified.
Oh, that reversed. Go.
Yeah.
You're dead there, but
I
keep
should have
going.
known.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. You know what? To be honest, I think in neutral is not that bad. Of course, like you say, you get overspeeded,
Yes.
and then you kind of like get confused. I guess you're not sure which defense option to choose.
yeah.
Okay, that's secondary, but I think the main thing is when you get your hits in, you don't hit confirm. And you know what a hit confirm is, let's say again.
I do know what a hit confirm is,
So,
yes.
for example, Shoryu instead of ADC Ultra, the hit confirm is the Shoryu. You get these hits, but you're not ready to follow up after. You have to work on, if you get that stray nair, like that space stray second hit nair, you have to be ready to run in and follow up with a grab. If you get like a falling upper, you have to be ready to come in, and even if you can't get a follow up, you have to get back into position closer to me. Because once again, like I said, what's the point of playing Falcon if you don't take advantage of his speed? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to use that. You have to start to use his speed to get you more damage output. And that's what I want to, because that's like an easier thing to do right now. So I want to see you play. And when I see these things, I'll notice it and where you can fix it. All right, does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
And I'll go to I'll match up with random people. Or are there people like your subs or something who's sick?
Whoever you want. Whoever you want. I got nobody right now, but whoever you want to play.
Should I just do unranked?
Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just whoever you want to play.
All right, can you see this? I'm just going to do unranked.
Yeah, I'll show this on stream too.
I just asked Lovage if he wants to play. We'll see if he says yeah.
But how did you feel? How have you been feeling recently?
In the game?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I shouldn't play this. Maybe I should quit this out.
Falco I don't think is a good one to start. But play him now. Wow, you should have just played it. Whatever.
Just BM'd. I've been feeling... Okay, how have I been feeling? I'm getting used to a new controller, but it's a better controller. It's a n0ne, okay? So I've never had such sensitivity in a controller before. So it's actually kind of... it's like a different experience. I got to get used to it. In general, I've been feeling kind of slow. And when I watch you play, when I watch especially Bond play, I feel like... okay, so... Sometimes I do moves that cover no options. That's what I've been really noticing, and it really annoys me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like if I throw somebody and they're gonna tech, and the tech roll to the right goes so far, tech roll to the left goes so far, I'll knee in between the techs, or I'll knee at a timing that like doesn't really
coordinate well with the situation.
Yeah, I'm not even covering an option. And so I feel like I've got a lot of... I have a lot of lazy play. That's what I would say.
Yeah, the lazy for sure, you gotta get rid of that shit because...
But I don't really know how.
Okay, we'll watch. Because you have to understand that the moment you signed up for Falcon, you can't really play that. You can kind of do it sometimes because there are some free things he gets. But there's certain scenarios where you just can't do it. It just doesn't work. Being lazy can like make you lose a match because of being that way. Anyways, I'll watch. That's good. Okay, that was a good recovery. Keep going.
I'm not very good at DIing out of this BS. Ooh.
So the up air there was a hit confirm, right? I know you missed the dash, but you have to start understanding. You have to start understanding in your style and the way you play, and the way everyone plays. Everyone sees hit confirms differently, and it comes down to Melee being an analog game. In Street Fighter, you already know what a hit confirm is, what a launcher is. But in Melee, it's a bit different. It's a bit more nuanced.
Hey, do you think if I'm streaming plus like sending to you that's causing this delay? I mean, no, because when I played you, it was pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was alright. Well, cancel doesn't matter. That's with time. But it wasn't... What you missed there was the fast fall, so it comes down to your control stick being weird again. Sometimes when you have someone pressured like that in the corner, it's better to do like a mini dash dance just to wait out their option. And see what they like to do.
Yeah, because I'm kind of committing. I see what you're saying.
But you have the lead,
like,
so
I'm reading these rolls like just so pre-reading.
Eventually, grab him 2 times, and then on the 3rd time, wait a little bit just to see his reaction. I want to see what he does.
You mean before I throw?
Yeah, you grab him twice, you throw him twice, and then on the 3rd time, just wait and see what he does.
Like if he wiggles? If he mashes?
No, like you down throw, and then you re-grabbed, and then you down throw again, you re-grabbed, and then on that time, you just wait. What do you do? He did a laser because you got stuck. Try to be closer next time and see what he does.
But not that close.
Yeah, it's just like a fighting game close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. All right, this connection's Garbo.
Yeah, I can see it.
22 ping. Well, I don't know why it's so bad.
He's on that wall Wi-Fi, mall Wi-Fi.
I got good ass Wi-Fi. I got good ass. I mean, this player.
I believe you.
That was sick.
Free
Oh my
and
God,
n0ne, my man.
That was some slow-mo.
Yeah, look for someone. Also versus Falco is just it's a harder matchup to look at because Laser's just like.
Oh my goodness, who's
This
the hero
guy's-
of time? Is that Lovage? No, right?
I think this is the guy from Florida. This guy's good. Yeah, this guy, he's good, so respect him. If it's him.
It doesn't really look like it.
I mean, then again, anyone can use the hero of time tag, right? Yeah, that's an obvious rollout. Just because of the physics on how one holds the controller.
I think this might be my setup, actually. I almost wonder what could we do, because this is moving like shit. You see the frames dropping?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I guess this is a 79 ping, so...
I mean, if it happens again, you can just cut this broadcast and then keep streaming normally. I can watch from your stream.
Oh.
What's the character that's giving you the most issues right now?
Good question.
Better question. Who do you not like to play against?
Falco.
I mean, but that's a.
I don't like to play against like Peach and shit either. You know, I'm really bad versus floaties.
I think I still kind of am. I mean, I'm not the best versus floaties, but I've kind of like fixed a lot of my holds versus them. I still maintain that playing versus Peach is like one of those matchups that gets you good because Peach is just like the counter queen. If you have a hole in your like offense or neutral, she'll just like hit you right through it.
Yeah, right. I just jump into her moves. Because I do have holes.
Yeah, if your dash dancing is off, you get dash tacked. She's just like a, she's like a check, you know. She's really good to play against. I like playing versus Peach. If you're holding down too much, you get down smashed. Yeah, try to find someone else. Something like one of those faster matchups or neutral heavy matchups.
I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm on Ethernet fiber.
Yeah, there you can just rising there if someone does that. Because worst case scenario, they just grab the ledge again. Best case scenario, you clip them. Nice. See there where you did that grab and he spot dodged? If you're aware and it's the very first match, you can let a kill go just to gain information. Like there, instead of going for the grab, you can just wait. Even if you don't get the kill, for the whole match after, you'll have so much info that he likes to do this or he likes to do that after a grab. After a tech chase. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did he quit out on you? What happened?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to remember, it's the same thing I'm going to tell you, you've been in this game already for so long, even if not playing, you've been watching, you've been commentating, you've seen a lot of stuff. So, let's be honest, if you see something, it's rarely going to surprise you, just because you've seen things. So,
yeah.
Instead of this, I mean, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but there's the phrase, if you can't beat him, join him. That phrase, think about it like this is the meta that everyone's living in. Everyone just wants to move as fast as possible, be as technical as possible, and just, you know, like not leave any frames inactionable. You don't have to be that way. You can just counter that. If you already know they just want to move and they want to act as soon as possible, just wait and see what it is where it is they want to move, what it is that they like to do, and then you just counter that. Did that make sense? I don't know if that made sense.
It did.
Kind of. I'd have to put it in
I
a
feel like
scenario.
it does make sense. I'm not sure that I'm as, you know, I feel like there's one half of it, which is recognizing, right? And then there's another half of like knowing what position to be in to punish it and what, you know, how you're going to punish what you predict. But if you can't do the first, you can't do the second, right? I just did that forward tilt by accident, but
he
to your
jumped in.
right? Yeah, he jumped into it because he just wants to be. Everybody wants to be
actionable.
Everybody wants to be speed demons. Yeah.
And that's where the fundamentals, the normals. F tilt is a normal in Street Fighter. That can cover you because it keeps you safe. It keeps you in position, and it stuffs a lot. So
Right. If I have advantage, right, then I could throw it out safely.
exactly. Worst case scenario, you kind of trade. And he's still in the same. He's still cornered, and you just move backwards a little bit. Oh, he wave dashed forward that time. That was good by him. So now you have
See
to
what I went
remember
for?
that. Yeah, you have to remember that for next time. That he's willing to wave dash forward. He's ballsy, which is good.
Yeah, like I didn't really notice that. That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, you just have to break down. Stop thinking about the control stick and this and this and this. No, notice the interactions more. Notice the quality of the gameplay. Because like I said, you've already been watching and playing for a long time, so you know how to do the things. But break down the scenarios so that when the scenarios happen, you know where to flick the control stick. Yeah, that's a stomp instead of up air. Oh.
Oof.
Good DI.
I'm never ready for that tech.
Yeah, there you have to, if you see them kind of go out, you have to throw out that backup up air just to keep yourself safe.
Should I play the same player or
Yeah, you can play him again.
switch it up?
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you legit want on unranked, you can just back air all day, like Ganon edge guards, like legit.
I know those edge guards are sick.
Yeah, Falcon's back air is so. I think back air is his best move, to be honest. I've always said it.
Whoever wins this,
Yeah, you might be right.
It's just so good. At worst, you trade, but it usually always connects.
Oof.
that was sick.
Hey none, big fan.
So
That was too committal, right?
yeah,
That up air?
the decision was
So it's
fine,
good. Go ahead.
but remember to drift back on the on the control stick after, because you don't have enough real estate to drift that much. That way you fluff, you stuff him if you're able to, but at worst you just corner yourself, but you're not off stage. It's much different being off stage than cornered.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good. He's not bad. Back air. You can do that too, but what if someone drifts, right?
Yeah, true.
It's
For
better.
some reason, I just felt like that was gonna hit.
No.
I get hit by jabs a lot, Holmes.
It's the same thing. Jab can be considered a fundy move, like a normal, when you really think about it. Because you're moving a lot, it just stuffs you.
Rematch?
Whatever you want. As long as you're feeling comfortable. FOD. This stage sucks to learn melee on.
Yeah,
To this day, I still don't know how to play on this stage. But somehow my win rate is good on this stage. I have no idea how.
I have a theory about that. You get counterpicked more if you're
Yeah.
playing well, right?
Yeah.
Like you play on this stage more if you win.
Well, everyone just brings you here. I don't like coming to
Exactly.
this stage, but I mean, you just have to play because it's what you signed up for. This is Falcon, so you just have to play on this stage. And
It's part of it.
I
the game.
guess I've just been taken here a lot that I just kind of got decent at the stage, but I don't like it. Nice, nice. Yeah, that was a good idea. Just you forgot the drift. Remember that drift.
It's like sometimes I gotta drift more, sometimes I gotta drift less.
Yeah, yeah. And as usual, you can practice drift going off stage on, like, I don't know, like on a battlefield with a moonwalk, and then being back, and then you can like practice edge canceling. And okay, cool, you practice the edge canceling, but that's not the main purpose. What you're practicing is drift. I mean, now you guys
Moonwalk
have
on battlefield and what?
yeah, like on the top platform, you moonwalk off the stage, and then you double jump off,
homie.
and then you be recovering. I mean, that's the way I did it. Now these guys have Uncle Punch and this and that. There's probably a better way to do it, but you know, I'm OG. That's the way I did it. Get off there. Yeah, even if you can't shield drop, just get out of there because you're in bad state. Disadvantage state we were talking about earlier. Nice. Like, for example, if someone's playing super duper lame and you just really want to kill, you can just do that back air edge guard all day because they deserve it. And then you can use that time while you're like edge guarding to like readjust yourself in the middle of a match. That's mostly why I do it. Sometimes some scrambles are a bit too hectic, and then it turns into an edge guard scenario. So just to get myself back into the game, I take some time by doing multiple back airs. If that, because it kind of like.
Right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
It's like if you really want to get into it, it's stalling kind of because you are stalling. But no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're just like readjusting, getting back into the game. Yeah, remember on this guy, it's Yoshi's. You have to throw those F tilts, or you're gonna get.
When? Like after I hit his shield?
In any time that you feel like he's gonna run in, or you need to be safe, because you just don't have the space to run around so much. You see? You did an F tilt, right?
I did not.
No, it was Nair, right? It was Nair.
Yeah.
But the same concept, an F tilt would have worked there too, and the same thing would have happened.
Yeah, I used it a similar way. You said because you don't have the space?
Yeah, you don't have the space, and it's kind of like a get off me card, kind of. Well, it's the best thing.
Yeah, it's not
he
as
has.
good as some other characters' get off me moves, but
Yeah.
it's like one of the best that he's got.
It's one of those. Nice. Back air. Yeah.
Big get up attack user for edge guarding.
Yeah, you learned that one from Bond, huh?
Yeah, I did.
No. That was... Fair is always janky. You can never beat it. Sometimes...
Fair is sick versus Falcon, right?
Yeah. No, people don't use it enough. Are you laughing?
I laughed a little bit.
It sounded like you were laughing. Oh.
Living. Fuck.
Worth a try.
Yeah, sometimes I just get stuck.
Yeah. Next time, you see that F tilt? It's so nice. Well, he was dead. It sets up so nicely.
Yeah, it's like an empty hop.
Yeah. And that's Ganon shit. You said you played Ganon once upon a time, so it might feel
Once
similar.
upon a time, a long time ago.
Yeah, but you probably... Well, back then, we would spam the hell out of F tilt with
There we
Ganon.
go, we got a fox.
There you go. Remember to grab a couple of times, and then on the third time, just wait to see his response. Just, you know, just for opening
Just
up
for
your
data.
just for opening up your brain, just to notice different people. You can do that for fun in matches, just to like test people. Just data, like you said. Thanks, Trig. Thanks, Trig. Appreciate it. The drift. That's drift. That's what we're talking about. Remember those F tilt? Those
That was supposed to be F tilt.
F tilt, yeah, I know.
Yeah, empty jump F tilt seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a frame trap. Also, the reason why F tilt is so good is because everyone nowadays, Melee has turned into this game of running forward with C stick down. F tilt makes them knock down. So that puts them, you know, it turns the game around, puts them in a bad spot. It keeps people more honest. See that spot dodge?
Yeah. Dude, I attack from the effing ledge way too much. Ugh. It's actually not a good option.
I do too, but it's friendlies. In tournament, you probably don't want to do it.
I do it in both.
But if you feel like you're getting dash dance grabs, definitely stop doing it, because it means that they're onto you. You see that? It just worked. Ooh. Nice. Just a little bit too drift forward. But that's the controller thing. Once you get more used to the controller, you'll do better. I mean, even I'm using a new controller right now, and I'm having issues as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. You just ran forward.
Yeah. Did you see I waited on that third one? You didn't...
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Just to see, and then that'll become like part of your style. Those like awkward like rhythm offsets, that shit's just confusing to your opponent. In itself, it's confusing, and that could give you the edge you need. It's a lot better than to move. How do I explain this? No, it's not better, but if someone is moving so fast, but at the same pattern the whole time, it doesn't matter. They're predictable.
Right.
Whereas
the speed doesn't really give you an advantage.
Yeah, it's how you use it. You're changing your tempo, your patterns, your foxtrots. Changing your foxtrots is important. People don't talk about that. Yeah, that was short hop.
Yeah.
Under the platforms of FOD is really good to use F tilt, alright? Because you know
really?
You're limited already, so F tilt is just
under.
Yeah. And then they'll start shielding, right? And then that's where the mix-up starts. That's where you start tomahawk run up grabbing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a new mini game.
I never tried that.
What, the F tilt? That? Yeah, because you can't
under
really
the
do
platform?
much. Yeah.
No, you can't.
Also, because you're Falcon and everyone knows that you can't do much, people just want to run in. So it's like, bro, you can't do that. Show some respect. This is just a shitty stage, so it's gonna be hard always. Also, if you feel like you're running and you just can't, because sometimes it even happens to everyone, I assume, but to me it happens. Sometimes I start moving too fast in my dash dance that your finger kind of just gets confused. You're not sure where you are.
Yeah.
So you can run, then hold down, and then that'll what word can I say? Stabilize where you are, because it makes you stop. That's one of the uses for crouching while you're running. You're just running and then you switch to down because it makes you stop. You should definitely look into that one. It'll make your movement crispier.
Just like...
Yeah, running. You see?
Kind of mix it in.
Exactly, and then you can move from there with wave dash. It's mostly just for better coordinated movement.
Fucking L cancels.
Nice. Bond. Oh, nice. He wave dashed in, which was good. He just countered it. Which, ironically, if you had done the F tilt, you would have lost. So you did the right call there.
Oh!
Nice. And on a hard stage, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so what are you noticing right now? Oh, okay, this is interesting. I want to see this. It's the same guy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, all right, I want to see this. Nice, nice. Yeah, because Peaches want to hold down and want to get to the floor as soon as possible there. You have to remember that when you do a gentleman on someone and you suspect that they're holding down, they're gonna be knocked over. So you have to be ready to get into position and punish that.
How do you punish it? Like what happens if they're holding down? They get knocked down.
They get knocked down a bit further away from you. So you're ready for that. Most of the time they'll do a get up attack because they're just mashing down and you know, A or something. So it'll just buffer a get up attack. So that's just, you can do like a soft dash dance knee. Or whatever you're into. I don't know what kind of punish you're into. That sounded inappropriate.
But basically, if I predict that's what they're gonna do, then I gotta get into position.
Mm-hmm.
I do that all the time too. That's autopilot lazy. I got it.
Ooh.
Lucky.
Remember that you're one hit away, and yeah. I think that was a mistake, but ooh.
What was getting hit like that?
Yeah. Gamer, what do you think of fast fall waveland out of short hop for a movement mix-up? It is pretty good with Ganon. I do it, but I mean, for movement, yeah, but you can't really hit off of it. You can get a grab sometimes if you do it forward. It's pretty good though. Jump. Usually Peaches there just want to fall to the floor right away and down smash. So you want to jump off from them. Peaches, higher level Peaches know this and they full hop nair. You see this a lot, but I mean on unranked, usually you don't have to worry about that. In Scrambles, just remember that Peach in the air, she's powerful. Like, yeah, she's very good. But on the floor, she's powerful and... Wait, I think I said it the other way around. She always has priority.
Uh-huh.
But on the floor, she's, like, extra powerful and has priority. So usually Peaches want to get to the floor as soon as possible and hit you from there. Because, you know, down smash or their grab. So that's small...
Oh.
That small situation from aerial to grounded is what you want to look for versus Peach. Like there, you see that air dodge onto the floor?
Mm-hmm.
The moment you see that, there it is again. She just doesn't want to be in the air. So just ride off of that and beat her in a different way this time. Alright, the same way. Yeah, it does. Nah, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't either.
Peach is very floaty. Sometimes things work and they shouldn't, but whatever.
We'll try this again.
Yeah, this is cleaner because of that.
What do you think about FD?
I think it's for scrubs, but whatever. No, some characters need FD. I think Peach needs FD. Yeah, it is chain grab stuff, but I don't know. It's just the way the game is. But then there's like counterpicks that are just way too powerful, you know, like Fox or Falco. Like I think this stage is BS. But versus Peach, it's still nice. It's neutral heavy. I'm personally not a Peach hater. There's so many Peach haters in the world. I don't hate Peach. I like Peach. Holding down, you saw that, right? You saw her holding down?
No.
She was holding down. She was like crouching, not holding down. That should be a prompt for you to start to use stomp. You see that? Even when you're not down, that tells me that's just a habit that he has. So that should give you the prompt for you to start using stomp a bit more.
Like drive-bys? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, whichever. Just you can stomp behind her. You can stomp in front of her even, and drift back.
Stomp in front of her and drift. You know what else I really should like ask you is like, what can Falcon do to not get shield grab? Because I don't know what is safe and what isn't. I swear to God.
Aerial's closer to the floor. If you're gonna do them, you can't really. Well, you can drift a little bit before, but drift is gonna be your main focus here. It's just drift. You can even connect stomps safely if you drift properly. It's what people don't talk about. Stomp back airs, everything with drift usually, not all the time, of course, like Marth will still grab some things.
Oh, that's brutal.
Peach has a very good grab, you'll still get grabbed sometimes. But it boils down to the same thing. Once you're getting grabbed from those things, you're kind of letting your opponent get used to that, right? And then it's kind of like that slight piece of information you want to give them so that you can just like keep them focused on that and beat them a different way. It's a bit too advanced maybe, but I'm just trying to put it out there what I'm trying to say.
What do you feel are the different ways you could beat well, I don't know. I know what you're saying.
It's just the thing we're talking about. Sometimes you do bad things on purpose just to keep them onto you, but it's a fake onto you. You're just hiding. You're just faking it. You're bluffing, basically. Does that make more sense? You're bluffing.
Yeah,
but,
it makes perfect sense. Yeah.
But it's a valid bluff. That's what fighting games are all about. You have to bluff a lot in this game. Oh, that was a good turnip by him.
I feel like it was good to get hit by it, but I missed the
tech.
Yeah. Bye, Mango.
Mango's in there.
Yeah, he came and asked how things are going.
Hmm.
And he saw me SD and laughed.
Do you have that problem that you SD a lot? I don't think you have it. I used to have that. That was
sometimes, but you know, I do SD enough. I would say.
Yeah,
If
usually
I SD'd more, it would definitely be a problem.
Usually SDing a lot means that you're trying to play in a way that you're just not used to. It's usually that's what it means. But because I don't see it a lot, I think you're capable of trying to do what you're trying to do. So it's just the awareness, like we were saying. After that back air, you could have done double jump up air. It would have connected, like Ganon, right?
Like that, kinda?
Yeah, you do back air off and then double jump drift into them up air. Remember the stomps. You haven't been doing them. Let me see some stomps.
Yeah, like I guess if I do drive-by stomp, my instinct is to 4B, and that's probably not
Yeah, I know.
like a safe thing to do.
Nice. All right, that's enough.
Mixed up my timing there. That's enough.
Peach. Yeah, try another character. Does it make sense though? The things I'm pointing out.
Look at this matchup. Yeah, they do.
Puff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you a Puff hater? Do you not like fighting Puff?
I'm the original Puff hater.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get rid of that because Puff is actually very beneficial to learning melee. Because the thing people don't realize is that she lets you play neutral still. Like you can still move around, and with Falcon, that's what you want compared to like a Falco, right? So I'm not telling you to love it, but accept it because at least you can move. It could be worse. Ooh, that was a grab. Kind of slow.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Whoa. I would have back aired there, but that works too. I would have done like a cross-up back air.
Bond would have need.
Maybe. You know, I mean, I don't know.
So.
You can't know. He's very... Only he knows his ways.
That's true, but I feel like I got to read on Bond.
You know what? That's what he wants you to think.
That is what he wants me to think.
Yeah. Gotta remember, he's the king of undercover.
That is why Bond's so good, huh?
I
He's
think
just
so.
so undercover.
He's just, yeah,
All of his cards are always hidden.
you don't know his next move. He's just always available. Yet he wants you to think that he's not. Okay, stop with the
Think
grabs.
about what's going on here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know how to play against this character.
Nice. Very nice. Wow.
More
Yeah,
backers.
grabs are bad. Oh, okay.
More backers, because you're just hitting him with stray hits. So, like more, yeah, like that, yeah, a bit faster probably. Nice. You see that? The drift, you drifted into him. So that kind of tricked up his like timing for the shield grab. You gotta remember, shield grab is everyone's best friend nowadays. People live for the shield grabs.
Me, dude.
They
I get shield grab out of my tree.
They live for the shield grab. Shield grab turns them on. So try to not give it to them, or try to make them do it, but punish it. Try to teach them a lesson.
That's what I want to do, but I keep doing aerials that can get shield grabbed. Why do I do that?
It's the same thing regarding drift. So I'm just pointing these two things out so that you can see the correlation.
Can you say the whole thing again? What is it? Connect the drift thing with the shield grab thing.
Yeah, because you're throwing out aerials that are just not spaced well enough, so they're easy shield grabs. When you start to control your drift better, and your aerial timing's closer to the floor, you'll be able to maneuver around shield grabs better. And you know this very well. It feels so nice to punish a shield grab. It feels. Oh, I can't even express it. It's the best thing in Melee. Punishing a shield grab and them dying for it. This game's all about adjusting with the times, because you gotta remember this is a game with no patches. So the meta's always evolving. Ironically, we've kind of gone backwards with the shield grab thing. Because
yeah, it's true.
Back in the day,
yeah,
you remember that?
Your technique, yeah.
And then all of a sudden people stopped doing it because it was considered scrubby. But now people just do it. They're just like, cool, I'm a scrub, I'll just keep shield grabbing. No, that you can't do that. It's still a scrub move. So you have to be able to punish. That's like one of the 101s for Melee, I think.
See, what is that? What did I just do? I just full jumped and landed and got hit.
Yeah, Puff, because their backer is just way too fast. It happens. That's one of the perks of playing Puff, right? Another problem I personally had a lot when I was like trying to get better, I would forget that I had a shield, and it sounds funny, but think about it. Sometimes you do forget you have a shield. Sometimes you just want to be moving around. You're like, yeah, I'm fast. I'll be able to dash dance around this, and you have to come to terms that that's not the case. You have to put shield up. Power shielding is a thing, you know. It's one of the elements of Melee, and when you're able to put up shield when you want it, it looks really nice when you start power shielding a lot, and two, it's just good defensive play overall. Always have that. What do you shield with, L or R?
L.
Okay, so have the L on the ready.
Oh,
that sounded
slick.
I mean, yeah, you want to have the shield button on the ready. Never forget that you do have your shield. What's happening here?
A comeback is what's happening.
I do think this guy is a Marth player. I think I played him once. He's pretty good.
That sucks.
Yeah, he got you.
That's unlucky. Wow, Fountain, then Yoshi's dope.
I do want to see more stomps, though. You see that? That's just one, it's Marth. Two, it's holding down and grab. So that already, in itself, even if I wasn't here, that should give you info. Okay, I'm going to start to use stomp more because he's holding down. It just counters. And then the moment they stop...
I know, but when do you use stomp? Can you tell me more specifically? Like, you're talking about drive-by stomps? What are you talking about?
Yeah, drive-by stomps. Like there, you could have controlled your drift and then done the stomp back. Overall, anytime you notice that they're holding down, eventually they will stop holding down if the player is kind of decent, and that's where the mix-up begins. There you start doing the other stuff. But you want to break this relationship the player has with holding down, basically. That's your goal.
When is he holding down? See, maybe that's my problem. I don't actually notice what is really happening, and maybe you notice when.
I'll show you the next time it happens. But the very first stock, you did a first hit in air, and he shield grabbed it. It wasn't a shield grab; it was like a down hold grab.
I got baited.
That's smart. That's just smart stuff. Oh.
Ran off the stage by accident.
Also, definitely remember the shield stuff. I have not seen a shield in the past, like, minute from you. So definitely remember that. Oh.
Wow, how did that weak hit? Damn, I'm getting effing ended. I'm gonna mess this player up. Oh my god.
I mean, he got the 2 stages. Why would he keep playing?
Why would he?
No. No, but he is good. I've played him. I forget. He's a top player somewhere. Like, he's in a PR somewhere. So it's like, he didn't gimmick. He just played melee.
He didn't gimmick, but I've just played him on the 2 worst stages for the match.
Yeah.
You gotta know that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You know? It's gonna hurt a player's morale.
Yeah.
I would have given me another.
You say that, but then you don't really, because it's just like, you already won 2 games.
I always give another.
I only give more games if they do something that's like impressing me, or like they're fast, or there's like, I can't punish a certain thing that they're doing, because to me it's like, oh, that's pretty good, that's pretty nice, you know. But so that's where you want to start to work on your gameplay, so that people can start thinking that way.
Okay.
You want to separate.
Yeah.
You want to separate yourself from the generics, basically. That's what your goal should be. And these like small things that I'm saying, and so everyone else here in the chat that's listening, if it'll help them out, are the little like things that make you improve, you know. And not from a, because I don't even talk in frame data. I don't know any frame data, but from a PvP perspective, I can point a lot of things out. It's my forte, as one could say. What's happening? Oh, nice.
This player got super unlucky.
Why are you putting up shield there? What are you trying to do?
I have a really sensitive R button, and I keep tapping it. I keep hitting R by accident, and I gotta. It's just, yeah.
Is it? Are you sure it's not a shortened trigger? Because Nez, no, it wasn't Nez. It was someone else that gave me a controller like that, and I have not been able to use that controller because it's shortened. It just presses R all the time.
I do press R a lot by accident, and I never press R intentionally.
That might be a grip thing. Try shifting.
I think it is my grip. Yes, that's exactly right. I gotta move my hands like a little.
Yeah. Because you're if you don't use R for anything, there's no reason to. Or even your finger. Don't put your finger up there. That's what she said. You don't put it up there.
I see what you're saying, though. I get the big picture. I feel like I kind of...
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again,
Siri,
please?
dude. Is she kidding me?
Is it because I told her to not stick the finger up there? Is that why she's...
That must be it.
That must be it. She must be susceptible. Nice.
Oh, homie, how do you gentleman jab, dude?
What
the fuck is that? You can gentleman to jab now.
Now? What do you mean now?
Yeah, dude, you never could do that before. That was
it was the new patch that came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gentleman. Then you just nice. Then you just do it again. But there's like a.
The way that I do it, I hold A.
You can do it several ways. You can hold forward and then let go again. You can hold down. You can do Z.
You can jab while holding down.
No, you do gentleman and then you hold forward, and then kind of like gives you like a buffer, and then you just gentleman again. The forward doesn't really do anything. It's mostly a visual like announcement for you to press the button again, pretty much.
I think I could do this last one versus Zell, and then you give me your final, your last words for this session.
Mm-hmm.
This is really helpful for me, n0ne. I feel like there's some things I don't get, but I'll go back and rewatch.
Yeah, you have the VOD to check out.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
You can just watch it from my point of view, and then, like...
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, you can just do that. Also, I will give you... I mean, this is personal piece of advice, because that's just me, but I kind of hated always the R flash on Miss L cancel. It's pretty distracting. Even I... Yeah, even I miss L cancels a lot. It's just... Sometimes I don't even...
I miss so many.
But it's just... I think it's unnecessary to show the flash. It's just something you kind of, like, get better at naturally. For example, I sometimes don't press R or L on edges because I'm trying to look for an edge cancel. And then that shit shows up, it confuses me. So I'm usually not a fan of that. But that's just me. Your mileage may vary. Ooh, nice.
I ran into that.
Yeah, but that's hard. It's just way too quick. It's one of those.
Up tilt.
Yeah, it's one of those moves that I've always said it's one of those cheap moves.
It's so good. It is so good.
The reason it's cheap is because it's a launcher and it's non-committal and it has very low end lag. Yeah, he has one. Sheik, Fox, all those up tilts are just free launchers. All right, what did you feel? How did you feel?
I feel like how do I feel?
We pretty much were just having a conversation while you were playing.
Yes. People show me the options that they're using, right? And I gotta notice them a bit better and know how to get in position and punish them better. Like, I just don't really think about that.
Yeah. One, getting into position a lot more. Your hit confirms too. Your drifts, very, very important. You have to work on those drifts.
Yeah.
Up B is like a free drift practice routine that you can do. Like I said, I don't know how people do it on Knuckle Punch, but I would like moonwalk off stage with Falcon, double jump off, like get even more height, and then up B back and practice edge canceling that way. That's the way I practiced it. And while you're practicing the edge cancels, you're basically practicing drift at the same time.
You're edge canceling on the platform or on the side of the stage?
Yeah, on the platforms of Battlefield. Definitely drift.
So moonwalk off, double jump for whatever reason?
To get more height, so you have more maneuverability with your up B. On the fall of the up B. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Your drift is gonna help a lot to not get shield grab, because you're getting shield grab way too much. It's what everyone does, so it's a priority that you have to get rid of, because just everyone's just gonna do it to you. And the further down you go, in caliber of player, the more they do it. And of course, the Sheiks and the Marth abuse that, right? Yeah, the drift for sure. Work on that. And then other than that, like, you're moving and everything. When you hit when you know you're gonna hit, but sometimes the uncertainty makes you double think yourself, and then that's where you get stuck, is what I'm noticing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The last thing I would say for sure is shield. I don't see enough. I think I saw 0 power shields by you, and you should definitely be trying to get those power shields in. Because you counterattack right away, and 2, it shows like mastery of movement. Not of movement.
Dude, I think I get that bullshit, the digital to analog. I feel like I run up shield a lot, and my shield comes out and I get hit a lot.
Yeah, you run up shield and like after a scramble, you mean? When are you talking about?
Like, basically, if I'm running towards a Sheik, I know she's gonna forward tilt. I'll run up and shield and time it. And I feel like my shield comes out first, but I still get hit.
Yeah, you're doing it probably a bit too late. Instead, if you feel like that's not working out for you, do that mini dash before you go in thing that I was talking about earlier, to mostly to like mix up your tempo.
Like a little baby dash back.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like you run in, you dash, and then you dash dance a little bit more, and then you go back in, just to give like an extra, like, space, I guess, to punish the move. Because a character like Sheik, she's just very hard to whiff punish, so you're not gonna be able to do that on a consistent basis. You have to hard call out a lot. You could always do the Wizzy route, the things he does, but that's, I assume, you're like me, you're living the farther life. You just don't have the time to play that much and perfect that, so you can do it in another way. And it's not necessarily a shortcut, it's just... it's a counter to the methods that people want to use. Kind of.
Get a like, work around.
Exactly, a workaround. It's an exploit, basically. Which is not cheap, and you're just countering the meta. Right? Work on those drifts, man. The shield grabs. Start working on the shield grabs first. Those drifts. Those things are like in correlation. And then we'll look at the hit confirms. The hit confirms will come after. But first it's defense. You're taking way too much damage. And the shield play. Remember that. Those... how many things did I say? 3? I lost track.
Oh, and you told me... so hang on. I have a command to remind me. You told me when you were watching the commentator tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said be less timid with drift. You're talking about drift. So
yeah, I was talking about that because mostly you're just getting grabbed because you're either going forward with an aerial or you're going backwards with an aerial, but you're never in between, or you're stuck, which is the same analog and digital thing I was talking about. You have to abuse the analog aspect of the game. You're not abusing that. That's the whole point of Melee. That's why it's so unique, because you can really expand that gray area that we were talking about earlier, and it makes things a lot more difficult to deal with.
The gray area. You're right about that. And maybe I could just apply that one idea to the drift, because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you see, I'm not a total dumbass. Back then,
I don't think you're a dumbass. I never said you're a total dumbass.
I'm still immigrant, but the streaming has held up my English. I can express myself better. But
there you go. Keep practicing.
Thanks. Appreciate it. But you know, it's mostly that. It's mostly just you noticing the things that you're doing in relationship with what I'm saying, because you're probably just doing them and you don't notice. But like now that you watch my stream after, like when you come back to the VOD and review it, you'll probably be like, oh, that's what he's talking about. I see.
Yeah, it'll help. Sometimes you gotta hear things 3 times before you get it.
Yeah, and the last thing I'm gonna say, just remember, Falcon is actually a very easy character to pick up, but he's a much harder character to become less generic with, because Falcon has that weird aspect that you probably as a commentator have noticed, where dealing with Falcon is usually a one method solves all thing.
Yeah.
But then the higher up versus the Falcons that you go with, you have to deal with every Falcon like specifically and uniquely. It's because all of us abuse that analog aspect differently, whereas the other Falcons aren't really doing that. And it boils down to his speed, how we're using it. So just think about that. And yeah.
How am I going to abuse his speed?
Well, you're playing him. You've been playing for so long. You already have the knowledge of the time you've been playing and the time you've been commentating. It's all about putting it together in a sandwich now. That's all it is. It's all about how you're going to bite it. You have everything there. You have all the toppings and everything there. It's just a matter of putting it in the sandwich and biting it. But, yeah, that's all I got for now. I do want to see, like, is this bullshit, or are you going to actually, like, look into these things?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if how determined you are to get better at this game.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's very valid.
Yeah, so it's going to boil down to you, right? Because the older we get, myself included, the less, like, priority we give, I guess, to Melee. It's just like, we've been playing for so long.
There's other shit you gotta do, right?
Yeah. But, like, if you're really into it right now, so, you know.
I mean, I'm trying to get this commentator tournament to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know which tournaments I can enter, but I gotta figure that out and start entering stuff.
Yeah,
that's so much better practice than just playing unranked.
Yeah, next time, I don't know when you want to do this again. Probably not too, like, how do you explain it? not too soon. Give it for sure like a week. I do recommend you enter those tournaments, those like daily tournaments they do. You should be entering at least one tournament a week, at least, I think. Just so that you can have material to
Where are they? Where do they exist?
I don't know on your coast. You'd have to ask your local peeps. But
Some local peeps tweet me, dude. Tell me what tournament center.
But
tweet me a link.
But like it'll give you footage so that you can come back and watch why you lost, pretty much, or won, whatever. Sometimes I even review the matches I won because I was doing something that I just felt that they couldn't punish it, and I kind of remember it in the back of my head, and I go back and I watch it, and I was like, oh, that shit's pretty good. I'm gonna start abusing that more. Yeah.
Dang, dude, there's a tournament tonight.
You should enter tonight. It's not a bad idea right now that these memories are fresh in your head.
That's right.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, I'm gonna look into that. I gotta pick my kid up. None. Thank you for you went out of your way to make this happen. I appreciate that.
Well, the subs were kind of on my ass for a while, so don't worry. It wasn't that much of a hassle. Don't worry.
February 1, 1st to 3rd? What is that? 2-day event? Fuck, I'm late.
All right, go do your thing. We'll talk after then.
All right, man. So we're just gonna go on your channel. We're gonna raid you.
I am gonna take a 5-minute break. I gotta pee and stuff, but yeah, just send them. I'll be on in a second.
I'll do it in 5 minutes.
All right.
Actually, I gotta go.
Whatever you want to do, but I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right.
Dope.
Peace.
Later, man.
Be right back, guys. 5 minutes.